I didn't believe in ghosts until I woke up with one whispering in my ear. And it wasn't saying hello.
What the hell was that?
You heard it too?
The voice had been clear, a raspy, broken whisper like someone dragging their fingernails across a chalkboard. And it only said one word.
What?
But we didn't. Big mistake.
Maybe it was the wind.
Wind doesn't sound like it's begging for help.
Then the lights flickered. Once, twice, and then nothing.
Oh, come on.
Was your phone?
Did yours?
Blue?
That's when we heard it. A slow, wet, dragging sound coming from the hallway.
Tell me that's you.
Dis. Not me.
The dragging stopped right outside the door.
Okay, new plan. We run.
But the door creaked open before we could move. And standing there, silhouetted in the moonlight, was something that wasn't human.
What is that?
It tilted its head too far. The bones cracked.
Oh, God.
Then it smiled, and that's when the screaming started.
We have to go now.
We bolted, down the stairs through the kitchen. But no matter how fast we ran, we could still hear it.
It's laughing. Why is it laughing?
Because it knew we weren't getting out.
There's no back door.
Then we break a window.
Glass shattered. Cold air rushed in. But so did something else.
It's behind us.
I turned just in time to see it lunge. We barely made it outside. The thing didn't follow, but it didn't need to.
Why isn't it chasing us?
Because it was already waiting for us.
What do you mean?
The streetlights flickered, and standing under the next one was another one.
There's more of them?
The second one turned its head, just like the first, and then they both smiled.
We're not alone out here?
The shadows were moving. Dozens of them, closing in.
What do we do?
The first whisper came back, louder this time.
Run.
But where?
They're herding us.
Hurting us where?
The street ended at a dead stop. A rusted chain-link fence. Behind it, an old playground. Swings creaking in the wind.
We have to climb over.
And go where? That place looks worse than here.
But the shadows behind us were getting closer. The whispers louder.
We don't have a choice.
We climbed. The metal groaned under our weight. On the other side, the air felt wrong, thick, like breathing in smoke.
This isn't right.
No kidding.
The swings were moving on their own now, back and forth, faster.
Someone was just here.
Or something.
Then we saw it. A small figure at the top of the slide. A kid. At least, it looked like a kid. Until it turned its head, all the way around.
Oh, hell no.
It raised one tiny hand, pointed it at us, and then...
The whispers stopped.
Silence. Absolute silence, even the wind died.
Why is that worse?
Because in the silence, we heard it. A new sound.
Is that singing?
A child's voice, humming a nursery rhyme. But the words were wrong.
That's not how it goes.
The slide creaked. The kid was gone.
Where did it?
The humming came from right behind us.
Don't turn around.
Too late.
It wasn't a kid anymore.
Run.
We didn't look back. The fence was gone. The street was gone. Just endless dark. The whispers, now screams, chasing us deeper.
There's no way out.
Light. A single flickering bulb above a door. We crashed through.
It's our house.
The same room where it began. The whisper coiled around us again, hungry. The bulb burst. Darkness swallowed us whole. The last thing we heard.
Run.
Too late.
And then, silence. I shouldn't have opened the door. But when you hear your dead wife's voice whispering through the keyhole at 3 a.m., what would you do?
Sarah, that's impossible.
Let me in, baby. I'm so cold.
Her voice was wrong. Too wet. Like she was choking on something.
You're not Sarah. Sarah's buried 6 feet under. I watched him lower the casket.
No, sweetheart. You buried her. But I'm me. And I've been waiting so long to see you again.
The doorknob turned by itself. Slowly. Like something was savoring the moment.
Stop it.
Open the door, love. Or I'll open it for you.
That's when the scratching started. Not from the door. From inside the walls.
What the hell is that?
Ah, don't mind them. They're just hungry.
The scratching got louder. Closer. Like fingers dragging through drywall.
Who's hungry? What did you bring here?
Not me, darling. You did. When you dug me up.
The air smelled like wet earth and rotting meat. The door creaked open an inch. Just enough to see her smile.
It's me.
And then the lights went out.
This isn't real. This isn't happening.
Oh, it's real, baby. And it's so much worse than you think.
Something brushed against his leg. Cold. Slick. Like a hand dipped in grave water.
Get away from me.
You don't mean that. You missed me. That's why you went to the cemetery. That's why you dug.
The scratching in the walls turned into tearing. Like something was clawing its way out.
I never dug you up.
Then who did, sweetheart? Who else would want me back this badly?
A wet crunch echoed from the hallway. Something was moving. Something big.
What is that?
You'll see. But first, tell me you love me.
The door slammed open. The stench of rot poured in. And then,
Say it.
the thing in the hallway took its first step inside.
Sarah, what are you?
Still your wife. Just more now. So much more.
The darkness pulsed around her. Not shadows. Something thicker. Something alive.
You're not Sarah. The real Sarah would never...
Never what? Come back for you after what you did.
The wall started bleeding. Thin, red lines trickled down like tears.
I didn't kill you.
Not with your hands. But you wanted me gone. And the dark things, they listen.
The ceiling creaked. Something was moving up there too. Something with too many joints.
There's more of them.
They've been here the whole time, love. Watching, waiting. You just never looked before.
The bedroom door slammed shut behind him. Trapped.
Now, let's talk about that life insurance policy.
Her smile split wider. Too wide.
The insurance money? That's what this is about?
Oh, honey. You still think this is about money?
The blood on the walls began forming words, the same phrase over and over. You promised.
I never promised you anything.
The recording. Not me. Them.
The ceiling split open. Dozens of blackened fingers peeled back the drywall like rotting fruit skin.
What did I do?
You prayed when I got sick. Begged any god who'd listen. But sweetheart, something else answered.
The first corpse fell from the ceiling, then another, and another, all with his face.
Meet all the versions of you who said yes.
The closest corpse opened its eyes.
She tastes better when you don't fight it.
Just let go.
And when the neighbors found the empty house 3 days later, they swore they could still hear whispering through the keyhole, a man's voice pleading with someone or something to let him back out.